Welcome back. All right, so we're going to talk about a game all in and of itself today as we continue Hockey Day in America. Again, happy Hockey Day, America. And again, happy day in Canada. So this was a fun game, and these games seem to always be fun games. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the Chicago Blackhawks in Chicago had a great first 23 minutes and 11 seconds. They really did. And then Tampa, they showed why they're one of, if not the best team in the National Hockey League. So we have Vasilevsky against Lankin, and of course this is the third of 3 games in a row between these teams. And I said before this series, we will know where Chicago's at when the series is done. And I would say that after this series has been done, Chicago's in pretty good shape. They do get 3 points out of a possible 6 against Tampa. I think you take that. I really do. Evenly played early. The shots were actually 2-1 for Chicago, 3.5 minutes in. So, very well played game early by Chicago. Lankinen deflects a foot chance out of play. Point. Plays some keep away with the puck. And then after he does that, Lankinen, the puck goes to the other end of the ice. Kurashev had a chance at around the half. He also missed a really prime chance. And then on a delayed penalty, takes things personal. He gets the goal to start this thing off from Soderberg at 10:51. So Kurashev, not at all, let down by the ones that don't go in the net. He gets one to go in. And then there's a Hawks turnover. Chernak was denied on a play shortly thereafter. Power play for the Hawks. During that power play, there was a shorthanded chance for Killorn. And then, on the same power play, Janmark with a power play goal from Kubalik and Kane at 15:34. It is 2-0 for Chicago. And not only that, the Hawks press after the goal. They know, okay, this is the defending Stanley Cup champions. We've got to stay on them. Hagel got a fast break chance. And then at the horn, there was a scrum that broke out. And again, all of this felt like it kind of favored Chicago. Like it's an emotional game. It's a physical game, and everything's in it. They're at home. And this might be where you're really missing the fans in attendance in Chicago games, because they would have been very, very loud for this. Second period, Hawks with an early chance creates a power play, and Coleman with a shorthanded chance. So again, shorthanded, big part of this game, although we don't have a shorthanded goal. But that break was saved by Lankinen. And then Suter scores from Janmark at 3:11. That's just after the power play had ended. And so Chicago in good shape. However, Tampa Bay gets a power play, and they score early. Palat scores from Hedman and Stamkos. That's at 3:51. So 40 seconds in between the 3-0 lead, going shorthanded, and allowing the power play goal. So not much time, and then that's where Tampa's comeback starts, because it's seconds later on a rebound of his own, and again, that's one that Lankinen might have wished he'd covered, but he kicks it right back out to Gord. Yanni Gord buries it. Chernak with the assist at 4:14. So yeah, this was quite the game. 3-2. Then we get a power play for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Ian Mitchell disagreed with the call. He was not a fan of it. Didn't feel that he did anything to warrant a penalty. And again, they score on the power play. So this is that lethal power play they can have sometimes. Sometimes it's frustrated. Today it was lethal. Hedman scores from point and Palat at 7:51. Palat then almost gets one as well, and the Hawks are completely reeling. It's a 3-3 tie all of a sudden. 3 goals in exactly 4 minutes, and this game is tied. And then Chernak, denied a Hawks chance, goes to the other end of the rink, and he gets hurt. So what happened was that Murphy catches him high. The referees see this. They declare it a match penalty, 5 minutes in a game. They did the review. So again, this is that Las Vegas, San Jose review thing that they do now. Ever since then, when they're like, well, nothing we can do. And then they fixed it after that. The review showed that, yes, it's a match penalty. There was an argument about whether or not he left his feet. I thought he left his feet after he delivered the hit. So, but point is, it was a dangerous hit. Chernak does not return to the game. So Chernak was out. I don't know that he necessarily went to the hospital, but he was out of the game. And then, he's gone. And then there's a shorthanded 2-on-1, which makes it 4-on-4. So they drew a penalty with 2:13 left in the major. So no harm, no foul from the major, other than, of course, that Chernak is out now for Tampa. That's a loss of a top 4 blue liner right there. So the Hawks survive that. Then DeBrincat ends up hitting the post. So almost restores the lead. Tampa Bay gets another power play. Lankinen denied Maroon. And then it's a power play goal. It's Yanni Gourde with his second of the day from Sergachev at 16:55. That makes it 4-3 for Tampa. This was a game that Chicago had in control until Tampa said no. 2:39 left. The Hawks get a power play. McDonough was performing his standard shot blocking wizardry. No fear on any of that from him. And it is amazing to watch a defenseman just drop in front of slap shots. And some of these shots the guys take, I wouldn't do it. Just saying straight out, nope. Protection or not, these are shots that sometimes have a way of finding the face or areas that aren't padded very well in the legs or the chest or the shoulder. They have a way of hurting guys. So I admire McDonough for that kind of fearlessness. Kubalik with a near miss, and then there was a shorthanded chance for Barclay Goodrow. But we go to the third period with it 4-3. Early on in that third period, the chances favor Tampa. Carpenter then hit the post, and they announced that Chernak would not return. Like I said, he didn't come back into the game. It was a fast third, some wide open play, and really some half-decent chances at both ends, although they were doing a pretty good job of keeping the guys out of the slot. Lankinen denies Coleman to keep it a 4-3. Vasilevsky then denied Kane. I don't think Kane gets on board other than that one assist. Yeah, no, just the one assist today. And, he was dangerous out there. So was DeBrincat. They don't get on the board, though, for a goal. McDonough gets a penalty on the play where Kane gets that opportunity. And their power play had been 1-for-3 so far. Now, it's noteworthy to this McDonough because McDonough and Chernak both being out, they're key penalty killers. So you're thinking maybe Chicago could tie this and, that would change the whole game. However, Cirelli gets a shorthanded chance that goes wide. They would kill off that power play. And again, Tampa Bay shorthanded. They almost always seem to get a pretty good chance while they're shorthanded. Big saves then by Lankinen as the Bolts press in the last 6 minutes. And then one goes in. Killorn scores from Gordon McDonough at 14:25. And I think it was Maroon that was getting denied before that. And the way they phrased it was Killorn decides he's had enough, and he just buries it, makes it 5-3. And then with 4:03 left, the Bolts get a power play. It could have been called a penalty shot on the play, and Chicago might have preferred that because, of course, this allows Tampa Bay to take 2 minutes off the clock. So that'll leave them only with 2:03 left. Shorthanded break, though, by Janmark. And a really, really good penalty kill by Chicago where they had, I would say, the best opportunities during that power play. They got a couple of chances. However, at 17:25, Maroon gets that power play goal from Gourde and Joseph at 17:25. So a lot of power play markers for Tampa. We'll see whether or not they can build on this for their next game. They go to 17-4-2 with this 6-3 victory. Chicago drops to 13-8-5. As I said last night when I did the power rankings, whatever happens today, I still feel like Chicago's proven they can skate, they can play with Tampa Bay Lightning. And I think they did that, even though today Tampa Bay does kind of make it ugly at the end. So, shots in this one, 10-7 Chicago in the first, and then Tampa takes over. 16-6 in the second, 16-8 in the third. Final shots, 39-24 for the Lightning. Power plays, Tampa Bay 4-for-5, Chicago 1-for-4. 80% on the power play. That's ridiculous. Hits in this one were 20-15 Tampa. Block shots 14-9 for Tampa. Vasilevsky saves 21 out of 24. Lankinen saves 33 out of 39. So, rough day for Lankinen in comparison with the last game from Subban. Maybe Subban gets a couple of starts, but it's been a pretty decent rotation for Chicago so far. And they move on now from Tampa, and we'll see how they do for the rest of the season. But yeah, there you go. 6-3 victory for Tampa. 36 points on the season through 23 games. That's insane. Absolutely insane. The amount of points being put up by some of the teams in the league. And yes, it's because of the tournament set up this year where teams are playing in their own division. But that doesn't mean that it's not impressive. Definitely an impressive run by Tampa. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Again, happy Hockey Day in America. I will talk to you guys again soon.